According to Deadline, a television series based on Seth MacFarlane's 2012 film about a foul-mouthed teddy bear, Ted, has been ordered by NBC's streaming service Peacock. Seth MacFarlane is currently in talks to voice a titular role, but no mention has been made of Mark Wahlberg returning to the franchise. Darius, I was a little surprised when you sent me this article for us to talk about today. What do you think about all this?
I mean, because we haven't heard anything about the Ted franchise or just Ted in general in such a long time. So I just thought this felt like, wow, this is really out there. Like, it's pretty cool, to say the least. I mean, it's great to see Seth MacFarlane back in the role, as well as having full creative direction. That's also really good. And knowing that it's a live-action Ted, I wouldn't expect any less. But I do find it interesting that Mila Kunis and Mark Wahlberg haven't been reported to be coming back. And honestly, I'd be fine if they didn't. I'd be fine if this is a Ted series that focused maybe in Mark Wahlberg's character's age and everything, when he was like a kid, and maybe seeing the adventures of Ted and him, really young. That would be interesting. So, I mean, it's pretty cool to see Ted coming back, to be honest. And surprisingly on Peacock, which is a streaming service I didn't expect Ted to be on, but nonetheless, it's Ted coming back, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Same here, because, like I said, this is definitely a weird bit of news, but it's not a bad bit of news by any stretch of the imagination. This is another thing I didn't expect to get a TV show, but upon reading this, I realized, there are honestly, a lot of different directions they can go in this. I just see, a lot of fun being had with this particular concept, and I just feel like it has a lot of potential overall. Now, the only thing I will say is that this show will only work as long as it keeps the original film's dark, off-color sense of humor. And
yeah,
because again, we're in the age of everything's offensive, people getting canceled left and right over the dumbest shit. Is this show gonna kowtow to that sort of mentality? I certainly hope not, and I would be surprised if it did, because again, given the kind of work that Seth MacFarlane does, this is a guy who did Family Guy. That's obviously, that show is very politically incorrect. So it's obvious that Seth MacFarlane really doesn't give a fuck. But again, there's always that threat out there as far as bowing down to the whiners and the keyboard killers and stuff like that on Twitter. So, I'm very excited to see where the show goes, and it's only going to work, again, if it keeps up the original spirit of the film. But again, I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that Seth MacFarlane is the one that has chief creative control. Is it him or whatnot? I think I'm assuming he does.
He does.
Okay, well then
Which is also great.
Yeah, no, and if that's the case, then I'm very confident in the direction that the show is going to go, and I'm just curious. Do you guys think it's a good idea for Ted to get his own TV show? I think we obviously think that it is. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below.